All right, guys. So I had to think about if I was going to make a video about this. I'm not here to break down every match. I really don't even care. I'm talking about Money in the Bank. You guys saw the thumbnail. I want to talk about the more important side of things, and I'll mention things as I remember it. If I forget something, oh well. Money in the Bank was underwhelming. I didn't enjoy any one of those matches like this was a good match. I didn't see one match I felt like was a good match. Just the typical spots here and there. Somebody, some type of suplex onto a ladder or something, or it's just, but that type of just spots here and there. Nothing that I saw made me care about it. Nothing. It wasn't a good show. Okay, first of all, before I even talk about a match, you WWE fans have a problem. Okay? You know what your problem is? You. First off, they lied to you. A sold out crowd. No, that building was not sold out. That building was more than half empty. That's the same building that they had the debut of Netflix and Raw. That building was half empty. In fact, you want to know what? As I remember it, I do remember I woke up because I fell asleep watching that shit. I do remember I woke up, I used the bathroom, and I tried to stay awake, and I just couldn't. And I remember looking, and I see these little green lights, and I'm, the hell? And I'm like, how the fuck is this building designed? So I'm like, wait a minute. So when I typed in, where are they holding 2025, WWE's 2025 Money in the Bank, and I went and it was the same building. You see what I attached on there to show you what I'm talking about? The building was announced as being a sold out crowd. According to the it only had one seat that wasn't sold, just one. When I looked and I said, wait a minute, and I'm trying to see, then I realized, and I'm like, all right. So when I finally watch it again, I noticed from the different camera angles, and I'm like, no, that's just empty ass seats. Where they got the lights next to the seats, like in row. So I'm looking at, I'm seeing all these little green lights and nobody there. And I'm looking and seeing green lights in other sections, and you see people. I'm like, wow. Okay, now you see how you got idiots that come in your comment section. Oh, Jade Cargill is doing way better than Megan Bing. Megan Bing's fighting in front of half empty crowds, which is bullshit. They've smartened up and realized, like I said, there's no reason to book a 15,000 seat arena if you're not putting 15,000 people in there. So no, there's no, half empty arenas, no more. Simple. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, they're doing way better. They're fighting sellout crowd. Right. Well, those two wasn't on this card, but everybody else that was there, they wrestled in front of a fucking half empty arena. Yeah. Where's all of the fucking videos? I've seen a couple of people that's sick of the WWE with their lies and their bullshit. But no, if this was AEW, you have about 50, 60 channels, all within a fucking hour after the show was over with. Talking about how empty the arena was. You had pictures all over the But you see how people glaze the WWE and make up excuses? Oh, well, the reason is because, Money in the Bank is just a setup for the summers. Like, man, shut your bitch ass up. You always making excuses for these fucking people. See, your problem is you guys are slaves and you don't even understand it. You're stupid people. And I'm talking to every fucking body that this applies to. You are stupid people. Who the fuck likes to be lied to? First of all, they announced they have a sold-out crowd. Bullshit. That motherfucking building was half empty. Secondly, Triple H lies to you again. He tells you the whole firing R-Truth was just a work. That motherfucker sat here and lied to your fucking face. You guys think because you're fans of somebody that they can't lie, they can do no fucking wrong. R-Truth already went on his ex and said, bullshit, that wasn't no work, I was fired. You guys are that fucking dumb. I saw somebody chant, oh, see, Triple H listened to us. No, you stupid fuck. He didn't listen to you. What happened is really simple. It's common fucking sense. I don't have to know what the phone conversation said. I don't give a fuck. Bottom line, they got heavy heat behind that. And pretty much not only letting R-Truth go, but Carlito, the way they did it. And you, why even break? Remember when I used to say, why is he even in the Judgment Day? Because they don't do shit with Carlito. That's their fucking fault. All the fuck Carlito does is do goofy clown shit. Isn't it just a fucking coincidence that 2 clowns got let go? Because all Carlito did, he was the oldest one in the whole Judgment Day, but he acted the most immature. And all the fuck Carlito did was stood there chewing on fucking apples and just doing kitty silly shit and being told off by Raquel, and everybody's always clowning him, making him like a big buffoon. That's all they had for him. Bring him back and let him become a clown. Okay. Well, they let him go. R-Truth, right? They let him go. They banned their fucking talent from wearing any R-Truth merchandise. They don't want the fans to start chanting R-Truth and do all this and that, interrupting the show. Well, here's what happens. I don't know if it was a day before, too. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. But bottom line, they had a problem selling out these fucking tickets, but they lied. And that's why I attach it to the thumbnail, because I want you motherfuckers to see and listen to the fucking lies. Oh no, Tony Khan said they had 81,000 when they only had 70. And yeah, I know, right? But then when you fucking go and you, what you call that shit, when you pull up the stadium and whatever is in blue, that mean that wasn't sold. Every fucking thing was sold. Everything was filled up. And the only fucking, they got to have an area where they have the camera or whatever, but like sell out. Fucking highest crowd. No, you want to be able to say that WWE has that number. You guys are so petty, man. You're so fucking petty. It's like everything is about, you guys are more concerned about who else is making good money. How much fucking money you make a year? Brag about your fucking money. All y'all fucking care about is how much money the company make and who got this and who got that and what company's been around longer. And they did all. It's like you guys don't focus on the wrestling. You don't. You focus on stupid shit. You're that type of person that you come to somebody's house, they order a pay-per-view, and you're watching the fucking Super Bowl, and all you're talking about is past Super Bowls or who's going to go to next year's Super Bowl. Shut the fuck up and watch this one. You guys, I've never seen such stupidity, man. But you know what? You guys don't mind being lied to. Because all you're going to do is go on your channel and make a video about it complaining, but you're going to still go run and suck up to your master because that's what y'all do. So he lies to you about not firing R-Truth. No, those motherfuckers knew, damn, we can't sell this motherfucker out. Nobody really, a lot of people are not showing interest in Money in the Bank. Okay. You know what, man? Let's see if we can get Truth on the phone. Let's see if we can have him come make an appearance and have him come and get involved in the match and this and that, and we'll bring him back and we'll work out everything else afterwards. But let's just get him back in here and give him a deal that we're going to keep him. 53-year-old R-Truth. They let him go the way they did. Now they got him back for what? Guess what? Got word that R-Truth is selling more t-shirts and shit than Jey Uso. All right? All I'm saying, I heard that shit, right? Now, if that would be the case, just think about this. R-Truth, a guy that they had is nothing but a fucking buffoon. If R-Truth is going to stick around, he need to stop this cooning shit, this accepting whatever they give him bullshit, and they need to go back to being Ron and Truth Killings. Motherfucker, go back to being Ron and Truth. This silly shit, man, that they have you doing is some clown shit. A 53-year-old man, John Cena is my childhood hero. John Cena. Ever since I've been a little bitty baby boy, I want to be like John Cena. Man, cut that goofy shit out. Go back to being the suntan Superman. Go back to being Ron the Truth Killings. That R-Truth shit, kill it. Kill it. Little Jimmy. You see little Jimmy? Little Jimmy. We gonna go out there to that square sucker. Little Jimmy. What's up? All this goofy shit. And I used to just sit there like this. And how many times have I watched this segment of R-Truth, watched the Raw, SmackDown, whatever segment, and just said, what the fuck am I watching? And got away from that shit. Man, there's times, long periods of time, a whole year, I don't even know what the fuck is going on in WWE. And then one day, you sitting there, whatever, and it's on, or you're in the gym somewhere, it might be up on the screen. And it's just been an on and off thing. Because I've never really, truly, really liked the WWE to where, I just have to watch it. And then let me explain. As a kid, I had more of that. Not as an adult. And I also want to bring this to you guys' attention. When I tell you the highest rated segment, the highest rating for Raw, period, was an 8.0, and they've never even been close to getting back to that. Here's the deal. The same way the numbers dropped off considerably the following week is the same way I dropped off considerably from the debut of Raw on Netflix. Understand, for all of you talking about how great last year's WrestleMania was, and any other time before that, before now, everything that you're talking about, and the time that you love so much, they still were only pulling a 3 something as a rating. They couldn't get a 4.0 for shit. SmackDown and Raw both were doing 3.0 or something or less. 3.2 maybe or something. 3.4 would be like their high, and then it would drop back. But bottom line is, it's always still been far from their peak. So your best version, the best version of WWE that you like, still falls short to where it was. So it's still being done with a lot less people showing interest. So yeah, they've been failing to reclaim their former glory. Yeah, the era that they say this era was better than, the Attitude Era. And they claim this, the numbers don't lie. Right, you're right. So let's look at your ratings. See, the WWE, these people are a bunch of money-hungry, lying motherfuckers. Just like people used to say, I don't trust no politician, now you guys want to make politicians fucking superstars and celebrities and heroes. Let them do their fucking job. Nah, this is you motherfucker. I just have to. I have to. It's just in me to be a slave. That's you motherfuckers. You guys understand this motherfucker lied to you guys again. They had a half-empty building. Sold crowd. Bullshit. Oh, the whole thing with R-Truth was just a work. No, y'all took all of his shit down. Y'all removed everything about all of his likeness, everything from your website, from your official page. Y'all told your talent that they can't wear any fucking t-shirts, hats, don't bring any cups, mugs, nothing that has R-Truth name on it. Nothing of his likeness on it at all. And all this was just a work. And if that would be the case, all you could come up with was him coming in there with a fucking hoodie on, do a quick attack, pull off the mask, and then run back out in the crowd. That's what y'all came up with? That's the master plan to bring him back and boost the ratings again? That's what it was? Man, stop with that bullshit. It was a last-minute bullshit attempt. Try to get Truth in there. Y'all you just thought of some way to involve him in having, get involved where he could show his face to the fans or whatever. And that was that. And I'm glad, for R-Truth's sake, that he done stopped the fucking coon in the line for these motherfuckers. I seen a video of R-Truth some years ago where they was asking him did he experience racism in WWE. And he said, yeah, well, you know what? It goes in one ear and out the other. Say what you want, I don't even care. That type of shit. And that's where a lot of people look at him like, yeah, but you know what, man? That's how we know you go along with whatever they fucking say and do. And that's why you stayed around as long as you did, because you don't fight back. You just, whatever they say, as long as I'm getting paid. That's a problem. Especially for anybody, it should be. But see, that's the problem, especially when you have black entertainers. Because they'll say, yeah, but they got R-Truth, they got this. Now compare what Ron Simmons said. I've never experienced any racism in WWE. I think if that's the case, Ron, it's because people probably knew not to fuck with you. They don't see the same threat in Ron Killings as they see in you. Because you can't fucking tell me, motherfucker, that there is no racism. Now, he's saying he never saw none. Okay, because you got all these other people, not just black people, that have spoken about racism and favoritism in the WWE throughout the fucking years. So somehow you and Booker T just didn't face it, right? But then when you start to put Booker T on blast, he don't want to come out and say what's true because he don't want to lose his job. See, we're not stupid, man. And ain't no fucking way that all of us can be at one place at the same time, but none of us see it except for one. Now, through all the bullshit that he agreed to and put up with and dealt with, right? If Ron Killings is to re-sign with the WWE, as I said, he need to let that stupid bullshit gimmick go. He need to get more serious, and he need to be more taken more seriously. Because you don't laugh with clowns. You laugh at clowns. Nobody respects clowns. What do clowns do at a circus? What does any clown... Their job is to make you laugh, whether it's dumping water on themselves, they'll do harm to themselves, not really physically hurting themselves, but they'll do all types of stupid shit to themselves just to make you laugh. A fucking court jester, man. Like, that's all the fuck Ron Killings was. That's all he was. That's all R-Truth was. A fucking court jester. He was just all right, go entertain us, motherfucker. Make us, go do something funny. And y'all, oh my God. Oh, Ron Killings. That's all the fuck he was to y'all. And they Triple H sit his big fucking... Like you take that motherfucker by his ankles and push him around. You could vacuum a fucking floor, that big sniffer he has. Fuck. You know what kills me, man? Because I've worked for a lot of places. I've done different things, and I know how corporate works. I know how upper management works, man. Those are the most grimy motherfuckers. You have a person... Let me tell you what Triple H is. Okay? Triple H is this. I remember one time I was coming to work. I was a supervisor. And I come in, there was a manager. One of the other managers was standing... maybe a good 12 to 15 feet away. Maybe around that, something like that. And, oh, girl, they said, oh, you look at your hair. Oh, my God. Oh, we need to get together, girl. You off this weekend. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. This and this, right? So I go sign in. And I put something in my locker. And the manager goes, hey, you know, how come such and such is walking around without her ID on? And I said, well, that's a good fucking question. And that's what you should have asked her when you was over there chopping her hair and chopping out hooking up this weekend. Yeah, you figure that out. And I went to the overall manager and I wrote her ass up and complained about her. And when I wrote up and complained about her, that manager said, so she stood there talking. I said, it's all on camera because we had cameras on us. It's all on camera. She stood there talking to her about going out this weekend and getting together. She's going to come to me asking me, how come she don't have an ID? Because they didn't want you to go up on the floors without an ID. You had to go and pay like $40 fucking for a new one. They take it out your check, whatever. But you couldn't. They wouldn't send you up to, and if you refused, they'd send you home. Okay? Because people, man, I ain't spend no $40 a day. Well, you're not going on the floor, right? Okay, cool. That's Triple H. That's what these people do. Then you see her and smile. So what you wanted me to do was write her up. Because she didn't have an ID. Because even if you go get the ID, they still write you up. So third time that you have to go buy one, they're going to write you up because it's like, okay, you're just not, you don't give a fuck. You're just not putting, whatever. Now you got to go upstairs and get another one and all that shit. And this was a big ass, huge building. So nothing was just 2 minutes. Everything 10 minutes or more because you got to go up. I mean, it was always something. Long ass staircases, then you got elevators, you got to deal with this and that. There's always something going on, okay? And we had a meeting every single morning. Every single morning, okay? So I look like the bad guy because I wrote you up. And that same manager would be the one going, oh, baby, he wrote you up for that you didn't have on your ID. And, just try to remember to bring it. You know how these people are. Whole time, bitch, you the one coming to me trying to get me to write up. And that manager said, no, you owe him an apology. And then you are going to go do the write-up. And I want it on my desk before the day is over. That's Triple H. And I told her, and I said, plain and simple, I started to curse your ass out. I said, no, I know how to get you, though. And I'm going to get you with facts. I'm going to get you with truth. And then the fact that you stood here and lied about it, and the camera got you. And you a fucking manager. How the fuck did you stand up here and even talk and say anything? Knowing you're not even an honest person. And that same person had got fired. And then she come begging for her job back, crying, tell about she don't want to be homeless and she this and this and that. And they gave her a fucking second chance. That's Triple H. You know the old saying, somebody steal your money and then help you look for it? That's Triple H. Oh, it's a work. It's all. And if R-Truth would have sat there silent about it, you all would have been believing this bullshit that it was a work. No, it wasn't a work. He's trying to work you. This is what I'm saying about these lying sons of bitches. And I'm gonna tell you something. I saw a video of Cora Jade, and Cora Jade was talking about she says the same fucking thing that every other WWE talent says when they're released. They'll either say it was shocking or not shocking, but they all say the same thing. I just feel relieved. Like I can finally go and live. I can do what I need to do. I know in my career where I need to take. They all say the same thing. Now, even though they all throw that same, I mean, I'm open to coming back to the WWE in the future. Yeah, I mean, but this and this and that and whatever. Mind you, she had a quick stint in AEW. I think she wrestled a dark match or something, like a couple of dark matches, whatever. But she ended up going to WWE ultimately and wasn't used worth a shit. See, all of this, let's just try to take people from AEW. Well, what do we do with them once they get here? And Cora Jade was saying she would love to go back to AEW. She loved the way you have the freedom to go and live and enjoy your life. What do you think people say that for when they talk about how they just feel like they're free now? When I keep telling y'all a bunch of slaves. Why? Because they all talk about how they want to be. Oh, it's my dream job to work for WWE since I was a kid and this and this and that. But see, I'm gonna tell you. You know who I blame for the wrestlers being treated like that? All of the wrestlers. Because they treat the WWE like it's the only thing on the face of this fucking earth that matters to them. When people sit here, 3 and 4, 5 hip fucking replacement surgeries and all types of, if I had to do it all over again, I would. No, they're glazing your fucking ass. You know why? Because those motherfuckers know that they can't change their physical condition and what they're in right now. So let me just say whatever it takes to make these people cheer for me. Hey, maybe they'll fucking start doing something, making up shirts or something. Maybe they'll do a story of my life or something. Maybe, financial help down the road with doing projects with me or something. Give me a Legends deal or something. Who in the fuck do you think want to be in a position where somebody got to help them in and out the bed? Maybe got to wipe their ass for them, got to wash them. They can't really do much of shit a lot of times. They're fucked up physically. Who the fuck you think want to be a burden to their families? These motherfuckers don't get insurance to do wrestling or nothing, so you better have saved your money wisely and you spend the majority of your fucking time on the fucking road. Okay, you lived your dream job being a fucking stuntman and stuntwoman, beating your fucking bodies up like that. Now, life after wrestling, you're nothing but a fucking a damn cripple. And you're just sitting around, bad health issues and everything. Every time somebody gets sick, they got to do a GoFundMe or some type of fundraiser because they don't have it. And this is your dream job. You guys make the WWE think they're the only things that matter. You're privileged to be here. Motherfucker, without the talent, there'll be no fucking WWE. There'll be no AEW. There'll be no TNA. There never would have been an NWA. There never would have been a WCW, anything. There would be no Lucha Libre. No CMLL. No AAA. No IWGP. You need the fucking talent. And if you fucking wrestlers would understand, you know what, man? We really have the control. See, y'all can hate on Chris Jericho all y'all want, but that motherfucker's smarter than all these other motherfuckers. Like Chris Jericho said, I'm the reason why wrestlers are now getting $40, $50 million deals. Everybody was getting $2 million. If you were a top star, that was the most you were getting was $2 million. It's because of me. Me choosing AEW opened the floodgates for other people to do the same thing. Moxley, Tony Storm. Yeah, Jamie Hayter, all these other people. The Hurt Syndicate, MVP, all these other fucking people that came from over there. How you guys are fucking stupid is this. Society got your fucking head programmed to repeat and say things that people think is politically correct. Now you are in a position where, guess what? We ain't got to worry about these Tinker Toy fucking little small promotions where everything is just about, I got to work more shows now than I would in the bigger companies because I'm not going to make as much money. So I got to make it by, okay, or it's the same thing. I got to go to Japan. It's always the same thing. Whereas, guess what? We have another powerhouse multi-billion-dollar company right now. We have enough right now. And I know that if Tony Khan sees the value in me, and hey, this is what they would pay me in WWE or whatever, and he want to pay me that or more, I know that my life is not going to change for the worse. I'm still going to be able to do the same things or even more. And you know what? You know when people talk about don't bite the hand that feeds you bullshit? Yeah, I agree with it to a certain extent. Well, I say bullshit because they only say it when it comes down to WWE. Jade Cargill was making more money in AEW than she is now in WWE. Mariah May was making more money, way more, in AEW than she is in WWE. But they think the grass is greener over there. Now, you were making all this money, but decided to go because, they have a bigger legacy because they're the older. You motherfuckers are not even competing in a fucking sport. You guys can't fight in real life. You see what happened to CM Punk when he tried to jump his little skinny ass over that cage, right? Both times, got the shit beat out of him. You motherfuckers outside of, a Brock Lesnar, somebody, Bobby Lashley, somebody that really knows. I know MVP studied some shit too or whatever, but man, I'm talking, man, fuck that. When you're not applying them skills in real life, motherfucker, average motherfucker jump on your ass and you'll find yourself, damn, this judo shit ain't working like it does when I'm in class and shit, whatever. You motherfuckers ain't fighting no real sport. You out here fucking fighting the scripted fucking stuntman of a sport. And you talk about legacy and all this. Motherfucker, please. Let me tell you some shit. If I had a choice and the motherfucker said, man, listen, here's the deal, man. Over here. Right? Over here. We will give you a career high of $100 million. You will have grossed $100 million. Right? And you will be the most popular motherfucker that whatever the genre is has ever seen. But over here, we'll give you $250 million. I'm not talking about gross. I'm talking you will have $250 million. Only thing is, nobody's ever to see your face. Fuck that. Fuck TV. Fuck the cameras. Give me the $250 million. Because you want to know what I'm not trying to be? Famous to the world with ego. And yeah. No. Because I'll be that motherfucker sitting there. I always dress nice. But I'll be that motherfucker sitting there. Right next to you, someone in the store buying something. Rich as fucking you never know. And I want to keep it like that. And whatever I would do for myself to keep, make my own money, run my own business and all that, cool. But what I'm not doing is focusing on letting you guys know how fucking rich I am. Who cares, man? Who cares? That's not what it's about. You motherfuckers are all based on, yo, man, I want to go where the prestige is. Nah, you care more about WWE thriving than they care about you thriving with them. Because until they see, unless they see value in you, you're just another fucking wrestler that come and go. And if they see you, like, look at the storyline The Rock was telling Cody, I want you to be my champion, that stupid bullshit. If you become my champion, you'll have the keys to the kingdom. You'll have everything you want. What the fuck do you mean? He's already getting money. He's already the fucking champion. He already probably got a mansion and all that shit before he even came to WWE or came back or whatever. He already was making big money in AEW. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you going to give him? What are you going to hashtag? What the fuck, you going to fuck him? The fuck do you mean? What are you going to give him? This stupid bullshit storyline, but let's look at reality. You're offering him shit that he already has. You understand what I'm saying? Offer him, what are you going to give him? Real life. The fact that AEW is here. If I'm in Tony Khan, let me put it like this. If I'm in Tony Khan's position, let me be thinking for myself, because I can't think for Tony. But if I'm looking If I'm working with Tony Khan, let me put you like this, and I got any say so on what's going on, I'm gonna tell him, Tony, let me tell you something about these fucking WWE rejects, man. That's why I'm so glad they went out and got Tekla. I'm so glad they got her. Because I known about her, and I'm like, she's solid. They got her. And it shows you also, Tony Khan is not dependent on just so-called WWE release people. Now, initially with Chris Jericho and John Moxley being two of the bigger names, that more well-known names, when you try to get TV deals, when you're going to, you have to have faces that people know of. You have to. Otherwise, you can have wrestlers on that roster that's even way better than those guys. But if they don't have that star power, it's not enough. So you got to combine, you got to work around those guys and work everybody else into it. So this is where you have like the Kenny Omegas, the Will Ospreys, and different people that are on that level, the Swerve Stricklands that, came over. But you understand, you have to have these names. You can't go to some network unless they just really feel like they love what they see in your product. And they'll look at you and say, I like that guy and that woman and that one and that one. I want, right? That I feel they got the potential. You guys got to find out what you're going to do with them, but I believe in them. It can happen that way. When TNA got their fucking deal, man, with who they had. Later on, Sting comes. And then you got your Kurt Angles. And this is when all of the bigger names start to come in. But initially, they had a product that they liked. Look at that TNA versus this TNA. You see how things change? Yeah. Well, if you guys, as wrestlers, would understand, as long as the WWE know we got options to go to AEW, we don't have to leave the country to do it anymore. Yeah. Unless we choose to go travel and want to go, but we right here in AEW, and we can make big money the same way, even bigger, and all the same shit. Guess what? As long as they know that, they're going to be forced to do something better with their talent. They're going to be forced to, like all that shit about, WWC, they love competition. See, competition make them, I know all that bullshit. Listen here. If the WWE is going to keep getting slaves, they're going to continue to treat you the same. If they know, damn, this is a valuable person right here. They didn't see value in Cora Jade. They never saw value in Cora Jade. I'm telling you, it was let's take away people from AEW. Soon as their contracts is up, and yet they claim they don't watch it. No, they watch. They feel the threat. They see what's in front of them, and also they understand that AEW has taken the professional wrestling. Okay, the professional wrestling and entertainment route, where WWE with the sports entertainment route is because, see, they have all types of stupid shit happening. Like, example, when they had I Show Speed go right into the ring. I don't want to see AEW do dumb shit like that. I don't. Just like I didn't like it when Snoop went up there and jumped off the top rope, and I'm like, this is what, see, that kind of shit, I understand what they were doing. But I don't like it. Because, first of all, fuck Snoop. And then two, it's Snoop. What the fuck are we doing? I didn't like that shit at all. But this is my point. Is Snoop little bony ass had to jump off a WWE turnbuckle? Yo, he got cheered for when he did it. But point what I'm saying, this is one of the monuments and moments in wrestling. No, that's the circus bullshit that I'm talking about. That's the bullshit that I'm talking about. I Show Speed just happened to be in the fucking building. The little Japanese dude gets hurt and Triple H is telling him, go, go, go. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Then they bring in Travis Scott into the... No, let's get people from the entertainment business involved in our fucking company one way or another. Little Travis Scott slaps the fuck out of Cody Rhodes and bursts his eardrum and all this other goofy shit. Guys, look. It's bullshit, man. It's pure bullshit. You guys like being lied to? You guys, you're okay with being lied to? You're okay with being taken as a fool? And let me get back to my point. I would tell Tony Khan, look, man, these motherfucking people are not loyal. And every conversation, when they end the conversation, oh, well, I'd love to go back to WWE. As long as you motherfuckers are talking like that, the WWE always know, I still own this bitch. And let me explain this to you. You don't have to say that in order for them to show interest. All you got to do is shine when you go to AEW. Just be on their roster, and guess what? They want to get you back. Even if you a mid-level or mid-card person there, they still want you back. Why? Because you're still a vital piece, even if you're used to get other people over. They want you back because there's one less talent that AEW has. But if you shine, they definitely want you back. So you sit there glazing after they done fucking fired you. I'd love to come back and I'm pretty sure Tony sees that shit now. Because I tell him, I have to make it known to these people, man. Your wishes and desires and, contracts are contracts, right? Well, I need to know that you're here because you want to be. Not just because you were fired. Because we invest time and money into you to not just put you in matches, but to build you up and to put you in the spotlight to make you become a big star. And now for us to do that, just for when your contract ends to go and run back, it's a slap in the face. And in all honesty, when you make comments like that, I'm going to tell you what that shit's the equivalent of. That's the equivalent of you talking to your woman and your woman say, well, sweetheart, I'm with you and I'm happy with you, but I'm not going to lie. I wish I was back with my ex-boyfriend. In fact, at some point, I know me and him are going to be back together, but I mean, that's a long time from now. So you don't have anything to worry about for now. That's the equivalent of your woman telling you that shit. Or bottom line. So do you feel secure in your relationship? What do you think? I got to find something to do to change her mind. I got to, what can I do to keep her? No, you can't. If that bitch want to go, let her go. And this is where, when I hear people say that, I would just be that alert. Like, man, listen, pay attention to what's going on, Tony, because these people they're not loyal, man. They want to use you because, hey, man, listen, if staying with you is determined by you're paying them more, and that's the only reason they stay, that happens often. But at the same time, if they're not putting that same dedication into AEW as they would in WWE, it's only a matter of time. You might wind up having to let them go regardless. Why? Because it's like, I see this motherfucker's not loyal. Y'all don't think that this makes a difference, but you remember when Kevin Nash was in TNA and he let his hair and his beard grow out and he's calling himself the Silver Fox? Now, remember when Keith Lee let his hair grow out gray and his beard, and that motherfucking Keith Lee was only 37 or 38 years old at that time. But he got, do you fucking think that them motherfuckers would go in front of a WWE audience and get in the fucking wrestling ring in a match looking like that? Nah. And you want to know how I know for a fact that Kevin Nash wouldn't? Because when he went back, guess what he did? He dyed his shit again. And I don't know what's going on with Keith Lee, but it's like, bro, you like an old fucking fat man. What the fuck? Like what? Bro, this is business, man. This is business. And this is my point. So what I'm saying is, you're showing more respect for WWE than any other company. And that's my point. So if you got a sorry ass bitch of a woman and she's not putting that same dedication into you, what I had with him is whatever. We're together. Now, you go fuck over or y'all break up and then she wind up going back to somebody or whatever, that shouldn't be your concern because whatever, it is what it is. But if she's showing you signs that her interest is elsewhere, but y'all just happen to make it together for some amount of time, but it eventually comes to an end and she runs back, it lets you know. Even if she wasn't talking about it to you, the interest was still there. Why? Why is she still in touch with this motherfucker? She had his number all the time, or was she went on Facebook or something and looked him up? Somehow, some way, they end up back with the motherfucker that they've been with. 10 times out of 10, that motherfucker been cheating on you. And you just never caught her. Now, what I'm saying with this shit, that, once again, that's why Mercedes Moné was catching heat from the AEW fans. And I'm telling you, AEW has their own fan base. They have a strong, solid fan base. You guys just think if AEW was getting millions, if they were getting the same viewership as WWE, like I'm talking like SmackDown or Raw, and we're actually with the combined Max and TBS, they're actually getting more views around. Yeah, they're getting almost 2 million. So they're right up there with SmackDown. Okay, they're right up there with SmackDown, and they're far surpassed. They've far surpassed NXT combined. You understand what I'm saying? The amount of people that's watching on both networks, streaming that and on TBS. But guess what? If they was having the same, you guys would still be talking shit. If their ratings were higher, you WWE fans would still be talking shit. Watching but talking shit. The same way you watch and talk shit about WWE. We just can't say nothing good about AEW. That's where you guys fucking, your mindset is so fucked up. And all you fucking wrestlers, like, y'all keep, like I said, glazing WWE even if they fire your asses, and then you go run an AEW. I wouldn't want to hire your ass either, because it's like, nah, I don't trust you. I feel like you're that type of motherfucker that's going to come in and all this big talk, and you're so happy to be a part of my company, just to, when your contract is up, let me run back to WWE now. Now I've established myself. Maybe I'll go there and who knows what, like, nah. So if you're going to use that quote, don't bite the hand that feeds you, that's based on real loyalty. Not a fucking fan perspective of, well, maybe I can this and I can go back there and make money. Maybe they'll pay me more this time, or maybe, no. It goes all around the board. And this is where, when I look at, you got to understand, if a company has nothing for you, and that's AEW included, and they can't find something, you guys just can't come up with something creative, that's, because this is a business, and that's going to happen. But none of this shit has been done on Tony Khan's behalf by waiting till you go home and then telling you they don't need you, like on some scary shit. Like, no. Everybody that's worked with Tony has said that's been going and says that they tried to work out things creatively and they just couldn't come up with anything. Okay. When you ask, why is it so hard for people to build stars in wrestling now, right? I told you guys, this era is different. They don't see wrestlers the way you did 10, 15, 20 years ago. They don't. And this is why I said, okay, based on today's society, what you gonna have? A guy coming out smoking weed, foul mouth, just smoking weed, getting high, sagging his pants or just talking some weird kind of way. Look what they're doing with Jey Uso. My son's just watching Jey Uso and said, Pop, who is this old ass dude trying to, like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, we don't even act like that. Okay? We don't even act like that. And this is my point. This is exactly my point. You got two young men, one just graduating high school, okay, 18 and 19 years old. And they're like, who is this dude acting? This is the type, I never want to see Jey Uso in AEW, man. I never want to. First of all, the dude can't wrestle. He just, he can't fucking wrestle. And all he is a fucking gimmick. I promise you, if Jey Uso music hit at 9 o'clock, by the time Jey Uso get down them stairs and constantly doing this and that, and then run it back and all, by the time a match starts and then they go to commercial and come back, it's like 9:10, 9:12. Why the fuck is your intro so long? Then you want to run it back. See, this is what WWE is. And this is what AEW is supposed to do. Let's copy this. Nah, man. I don't want to see that stupid shit. This is the part of the video game where after you see all the entrances and shit, you just start skipping past. Yeah, it's like, man, okay. We don't need to see this shit every fucking week, man. But that's what he's a gimmick. That's what the fuck Jey Uso is. He's a fucking gimmick. Yet, he's the WWE champion, right? Yeah. That's all he is. Now, for all of you that don't understand, that you have the fucking power. The fans, the wrestlers, not the companies. Because if these motherfuckers straight, if they decided, fuck this, they left, their contract is up, and they go to AEW, what do you think you're going to force the WWE to do? What do you think is going to be, they're going to force them to do? And like I said, I'm not saying try to use AEW as some launch champion. No. Understand, there's another big company in town. We need to go check them out. All the prestige and everything that AEW is building right now has happened in 6 fucking years. But as long as you got this slave mentality, like the WWE is the only, no, motherfucker, it's see, you don't get it. They only do to you what they let them. The fact that Vince McMahon, y'all tell like he's some loving human being, some great, fuck all that. That dude sat here and was telling wrestlers, just so you know, if you're one of the top people in my company, and you coming to me and tell me that you wanna be that guy, you gotta show me. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna use you until you have nothing left. And if you said, well, he was just being honest, honest about how much of a scumbag he is. Let's think about those words. I'm going to use you until you have nothing left. Now imagine your wife telling you the same thing. Wouldn't like that, would you? It would be different coming from her, wouldn't it? So why you accept it coming from this motherfucker? I'm going to use you until you have nothing left. You think that's a good choice of words? It is if you want to get your point across. I don't give a fuck about you. I just care about you giving me, producing for me what I need from you. Like Donald Trump telling people, I don't care about you. I just care about your vote. And you dumb motherfuckers still voted for him anyway. I, Hispanic, and I vote for Trump. We vote for Trump. Yeah! Oh my God, they lied to us because they tell me they will not deport the people that's already been in the country, but then they did deport my daughter. They did. But when we told y'all thought we was just a bunch of angry, disgruntled black people. Ain't that what y'all called us? Yeah, and then they snatching your kids off school buses. Huh? Showing up in your driveway. You watching your little kid get cuffed and put in the back of a car like they some criminal. Yeah, but you, we vote for Trump. Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah, who's angry and disgruntled now? And this is what I mean. I don't know what the fuck happened to America to where you think through time, people will look at the past and learn from it and go forward and realize we're not going to repeat the same mistakes that our ancestors made. We're accepting this slavery bullshit, this racist bullshit, and we're not going to accept the same, we're not going to do racist things that our ancestors did to people. We're not going to be racist. We're not going to want slaves and whisper. No, we're going to unify and do what people in the past, couldn't do. Nah. We separate. We segregate. You have a company called AEW. Hey, I can go ahead and make some money, get to do what I love. Fuck, your dream job is to go to WWE. Why? Because it's just a company to me. That's it. See, I'm that type of person. I've met several celebrities. I look a motherfucker right now. If you don't speak, I don't speak. Fuck you. Who are you to me? You motherfuckers want autographs. You want to take pictures just to be able to say, I met such and such. So fucking what? Who is he? Who is she? I bet you for motherfuckers who took pictures with Bill Cosby or Diddy, you motherfuckers don't want nobody to see them pictures, right? Because you might, especially with Diddy. Motherfucker, hey, it's me and Bill. Did he give you any tea, brother? No, did he give you any tea? Because we know what might have happened if your ass passed out. Yeah, was you at a Diddy party? Well. Nah. Tell the truth. Was you playing basketball this mother? Yeah. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want that now. It's like having this chick. You keep bragging about it. She this, she that. Everybody want it, but I got it. Then come to find out she got AIDS. Oh, you don't want nobody to know that you was with her now, right? And this is what I mean. You WWE fans don't get it. You're being lied to. You're being lied to. And you know you're being lied to, but you don't give a fuck. Something is shit. You guys are really losers, like Rhea Ripley told you guys you are. You are really losers. It's like somebody come to your channel and keep posting stupid video comments, and you just block and delete them because it's like, what is this motherfucker want attention? You need a friend or something? I hate AEW. So you see a title that says AEW doing it big, doing it right. Okay, let me go on here just so I can spew something. You have no fucking life. You guys are like, please, WWE, we want to be your slaves. We don't care that you lie to us. I mean, we don't like it when you do it, but we'll never abandon you. Please don't abandon us. You know how stupid you sound making the video saying, if WWE doesn't care, why should I? I'm done with WWE. Just to make a fucking video 2 hours later about it, the next day, the day after that, the day after that, you're done with what? Just talking, like ranting, like a little bitch, like a little kid. I'm so done with the WWE. Like, man, it's not that serious, man. We're talking about this stuff, but like, stop making it sound like I said, like your mom is about to have open heart surgery or something. Is really that serious to you? But then again, I watch you grown ass men. What's the new fighting game coming out from Marvel? The Marvel Token Fighters or whatever they call it. And people, oh my God, fuck no, bro, fucking no way. Oh my God, I'm not ready for this. Oh my God, oh my fucking God, oh my. Shut your bitch ass up and stop acting like a fucking bitch. Man, you can't sit there and just go, yeah, it's like it's gonna be good. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that. Yeah, I like what I see right now. So yeah, let's talk about this. No. Grown ass, oh my God, Storm! Dr. fucking Doom, no fucking, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with this generation? I gotta make fun of you because this is the shit you're doing. I'm not sitting here making this. This is what the fuck I see y'all doing. No fucking way, bro. Oh my fucking no. Like, bro, what the fuck is your life like? Why do y'all act so stupid when y'all get good news? Slapping yourself, jumping up, running away from the seat, and like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Sit the fuck down and relax. You're not 10 years old anymore. And you don't mind that you're being lied to. This motherfucker, they announce you having a sellout crowd. It's reported that it's a sellout crowd. And you got two fucking good eyes that say, no, this building is half fucking empty. The event was whack as fuck. They lied to you about R-Truth being fired. It was just a work. And you believe this stupid shit. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the bullshit event. Because I don't even know what okay, I don't even remember who the fuck won everything. But let me say, Naomi winning, she deserved to win. Naomi's been there all that time. She got fucked over. I know she had got injured or something in one of her title reigns. Might have been the first or the second one, whichever one it was. I know she got hurt, and then she came back. She wasn't in the mix no more. She wasn't in the loop. It was different. Her career took a turn differently. Then they started booking her a shot with Mercedes Moné. And you know how that went. And they walked out, and y'all talked so much shit about both of them. Fuck both of them. This, that, oh, man, they're ungrateful. I know, right? It's funny how y'all selective with who's ungrateful and who's not. Y'all don't see anybody's point, right? She chooses TNA, Naomi. And Mercedes goes to Japan. She goes to Mexico. She travels and then ultimately settles down with AEW. Okay, but you guys, when you look at this shit, the only my thing is this. She wins the Money in the Bank. She goes forward. Okay. Well deserved. I don't know that she wins the championship. We'll see. If I even care to watch, but we'll see. Now, my question in this whole thing is, how are they going to push Jade Cargill? Because the push that you guys were thinking you were going to see Jade Cargill have, I felt like they waited far too long for her debut after having her in the company. They just kept showing her little backstage quick segments of her getting out of a car, standing around watching the fucking monitor or whatever. And it's like going forward, she holds a victory over you know, over Naomi. But I don't know how the fuck they see Jade Cargill. I really don't. Because, like I said, for her to go through what she went through, smash through the windshield, and then she comes back, and then all she does, is slap around Naomi for a little bit. She kicked the ass a little, for a little bit at the Elimination Chamber. Then she comes back and she loses her fucking first match back since then to the little ass Liv Morgan, just to have another match with Naomi. She wins against Naomi, and now Naomi is being rewarded with the Money in the Bank win, and she gets to cash it in whenever. Okay, whatever. So, and I just don't have any fucking faith or belief in what the WWE does. So we'll just see how it plays out. But I feel like Naomi, okay, she deserved that shit. Now, earlier in the day, they had a AAA event, and Dominic Mysterio was there. I told you guys, man. I told you guys. But they had the event was also in California. So he tells him, I'll see you, this guy named Octagon. I'll see you at Money in the Bank. And I feel like this was a desperate attempt to try to get the people there, hoping that people would just, oh shit, not just tune in, but even fucking show up. I don't know how far apart they were from, one venue to the next, but bottom line, that's the storyline they went with. Who gave a fuck about fucking Octagon or whatever he called himself and Dominic Mysterio? Who give a fuck about that match? And I told you guys, they're going to use the chat. Did I not say to you guys, go back and look about 4 or 5 years ago, did I not tell you guys, when they had this AAA shit, they're going to use the guys like Chad Gable. Did I not say that? The Dominic Mysterio's, of course, Pence and all that. They're going to use these guys more for AAA purposes. And they'll have them going back and forth. And as long as they have a partnership with TNA, that little bullshit back and forth with them. But did I not tell you guys that? And for you fools, if you saw the AAA shit, here's the thing, to show you how small AAA is, regardless to the fact that WWE has acquired them. You realize you can watch the whole AAA event for free on pay-per-view? For free on YouTube? And this was just hours after the fucking event happened. Yeah. So, bottom line, he has that bullshit match. Okay, who gave a fuck? The men's ladder, Money in the Bank, the fact that Seth Rollins won it. I told you guys, man. Bro, listen. LA Knight, they don't give a fuck about this dude, man. And he has his gimmick. He is a gimmick guy, but he can wrestle. Always could. But they just keep fucking him over, man. Braun Breaker comes out. The big fat dude that's with him there, I forget his fucking name too. They come out. Jeff Cobb comes out, and with Jacob Fatu turns on Solo, tells him he hates him, and I really just don't understand what the fuck the WWE is doing. Like, there's no actual direction with this storyline, man. And I told you guys, I don't think much of this new fucking bloodline. They don't have the same firepower. We don't need to see the same story over again. Here's what's so weird, man. Last year when The Rock stood there with Roman Reigns, and they pull up the family tree, and The Rock is sitting there showing all his bloodline, all the biggest family in professional wrestling history, this, and that. And they go from that bloodline to we're family, we love each other, to now they hate each other. Now they're not getting along. They're trying to do the old school versus that shit is not even working. Roman Reigns is missing in action. Like, what the fuck? What is all the flip-flopping about? So, Jacob Fatu did all of that to come out to keep Solo from winning. So you'd rather make your family member lose and help fucking, whoever was going to win. And it just ends up being Seth Rollins. Jeff Cobb has been ineffective since he's been there. It's just, I really don't understand how you can fucking write this garbage and in your mind think they're going to love this. I don't think they really fucking care. I think they feel like their audience is just so stupid that they can just give you anything you're going to watch regardless because it's the WWE. And their fucking egos get the best of them. And as you can see, all these fucking PLEs back to back, Great American Bash, another Saturday Night's Main Event. Yeah. We know that they're $3 billion in debt now, don't we? But they still call themselves trying to block AEW. It's not just putting the PLEs out there. It's because they feel like if we can get their audience, no, AEW fans is not going to watch a WWE event, okay, over a WWE, over AEW. Bottom line. Now, I want to hear all of you motherfuckers brag about how empty the fucking building was for Money in the Bank. But you quick to want to try to criticize AEW. See, I'm the X factor in this shit. I keep telling you guys, there's always somebody who watch your channel for the first time. Somebody had made a comment in one of my videos. They were saying, like, it's not just WWE. You know, like all these people, for some reason, they feel like, you know, they just have to do this. But you see, what I'm trying to tell you, family, it's not AEW channels that's sitting up here going, oh, WWE fails again. Hell, WWE ratings sink again. It's no. This is people who basically, when people do this, they're only talking about AEW. They refuse to talk about the rating slip for WWE. Now, those who are whatever channels that might be out there that just talk about they're not talking about all of the companies. Because for one, we can go to WrestleNomics. We don't need them to tell us shit. We can go on WrestleNomics, pull up everybody's ratings, and we can see for ourselves what each show is doing. We don't need them to tell us nothing. Okay? But it's not AEW channels doing this. For people that are exposing the WWE, it's because they're sick of these motherfuckers. Understand that. It's a difference. It's all WWE diehards that are always, they don't look. They don't do ratings for no other company. Not TNA, not IWGP, okay? Not CMLL, not MLW, not Stardom, nothing. They don't do Triple A, nothing. They don't do any ratings for no other company, just AEW, and only when AEW has less of a viewership than WWE. Other than that, okay, and that's NXT. But other than that, no. And they don't ever give you the combined number from the viewers on Max and the viewers on TBS. They never do. They only give you, okay, one or the other. And they'll pick whichever one is lower out of the two. That's what they do, spitefully. So, like, again, I'm the X Factor. No, this isn't AEW fans sitting up here doing this. It's WWE fans. And AEW fans aren't going after WWE saying, oh, look at what their ratings did. No, they might come in your comment section after you make a video. I said, once again, I'm the X Factor. AEW fans don't give a fuck what WWE is doing. They only care about what AEW is doing. They're not focused on WWE. So this is why I do what I do. All I do is bring the truth. I give you facts. I got more shit to talk about. But this is pure garbage, man. Why was Logan Paul and John Cena arguing with each other? I'm trying to teach you something. Oh, put your fucking hands in there. Back and forth. Then they're arguing and not getting along. John Cena stood next to this motherfucker in the ring. Was the last SmackDown? The last real champion in the future of WWE and this and that and all or whatever. And Logan Paul, they're raising belts over their heads and all, just to get in the match. Now, all this experience that John has, but this is where they go. And they're arguing back and forth with each other. I mean, it's just so played out, man. The shit that they do is just so played the fuck out. Logan goes for his splash, his frog splash, and I think Cody was landing, he moved, and he ends up hitting it on John. And I mean, it was just so much bullshit. And then garbage ass match, and then R-Truth comes out. You could tell it was him just by his movements and everything. But he comes out, he interferes, he causes Cena and Logan the match. He pulls off his mask and then runs out into the crowd. The bird bitch, Lara Vacaria, whatever she call her fucking self. How are you going to build her up? How? See, if you're going to build her to be a superstar, how does she lose to Becky Lynch like that? Becky Lynch comes back, wow, tag champion, women tag champions. Who gets pinned when they lose him? Lyra, whatever. One-on-one match. She takes her belt. Tell me something. If you're trying to build her to become what Becky is now, to become what Bianca is now, to become what Charlotte Flair is now, to become what Rhea Ripley is now, how do you do that by giving her a bullshit title reign and she only beat people in matches that do you even remember her matches? So now, Big Time Bex is back. The man has the belt. Once again. Now she goes in there to humiliate her, making her raise her head. You said if you lose, you raise them. Okay, and all whatever. But then she wanted to put the belt on her. Okay. So finally she goes in there and suplexes the fuck out of her. All right, cool. All right. But bottom line is, what was the purpose of her? See, this is why they can't build fucking stars either. One, it's not just sticking the belt around somebody's waist. You guys are responsible for this storytelling bullshit, and you're failing at it. Okay, you're not putting stories together that people care about, for the most part. Now, you do have your bullshit audience that just accept whatever you give them. Okay, but you do this, right? And then in doing so, you end up stripping the belt off of someone to give it to somebody else. You thought that Lyra was over with the fans? Like, oh, she's over with the fans. No, she's not. She's not. Once you win the title, all praises, right? Now, you need those matches and title defenses that the people go, yeah, she's one of them. Nobody's saying that about no fucking Lyra Valkyria. Nobody, they don't care about her like that. You understand what I'm saying? They don't care about her. Not like that. And Becky says, you're only where you are because of me. I'm your mentor. Guess what? The mentor just took the belt back. Okay, wait a minute. You see when Bandito fought against Chris Jericho? He lost to Chris Jericho twice. Finally beat him, and he's been a Ring of Honor champion ever since. And he's fighting all the time. He's fighting in Ring of Honor, and he's fighting on AEW programming as well. And guess what? He still has the title, and he's fought guys. You can sit here and go, hey, man, this dude he's a part of some great moments and some great matches. Can you say the same thing about Lyra Valkyria? Can you say the same thing? Megan Bayne. Now you see her tag teaming up with Penelope Ford. No, but you see what my point. Look at what she's done. Some idiot came in my comment section one time. Oh yeah, but she lost to Toni Storm. So what, motherfucker? She pinned Toni Storm in a tag match, and she's beaten former AEW Women's Champions. She's beaten Chris Statlander. She's beaten what's the little spicy Latina chick, Thunder Rosa. You know, she's beating some solid top women. This is what I'm saying. And former champions. So then she goes in there and she gives Toni Storm all she can fucking handle. Okay? And she's still going strong and she's winning. How the fuck do you... So let's reverse it. Let's say, and mind you, this isn't even for the world championship with Becky and this chick. Nobody gives a... This goes to show you. They're trying to give this belt some validity. Now, what are you going to do with Becky Lynch that you couldn't do with her? Because they realize nobody gives a fuck about this belt because they're doing nothing with it. Just make some belt, throw it on somebody's waist and call them a champion and then see what happens. No, it's garbage. It's pure garbage. So now here Lyra loses. Now, let's say she wins the belt again, whether it's from Becky or from somebody else, whatever. Okay, cool. The belt meant nothing. You know, I watched Chelsea Green win the bullshit, right? And people were just happy that Chelsea finally won something. And what was Chelsea? Chelsea is a female version of R-Truth, a female version of Carlito, a fucking goofball. And was just happy just to see her win. Just like that, she lost. And all she did was walked around them fucking high heels looking stupid while Piper Niven wrestles. I mean, like the belt meant nothing. It meant nothing. So Chelsea's walking around here with the belt that nobody gives a fuck about, right? Okay. Now, in that, let's look at it. Selena Vega comes out, she wins the belt. Who cares, man? Oh, we're going to send her to AAA as well and have her back and forth. I told you, mid-card people are going to go back and forth to AAA and to TNA. Have you seen any fucking one person from SmackDown or Raw on TNA? Or over there on AAA? No. And in fact, when is the last time you saw Chad Gable in a match where they were being pushed to the limits? At this fucking Worlds Collide shit against Vikingo. Yeah, but Chad can wrestle. Yeah, dumbass. I've been telling y'all that for the longest. They don't give a fuck about that. So when you mention, do you think that Chad Gable's name is mentioned in the same breath as John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns? Do you think that his name is mentioned in that same breath? Seth Rollins, CM Punk? Do you think that Chad Gable's name is mentioned? Do you think that if he wrestled them, they have a 50-50, 40-minute matches? No. No, he's going to come in, get some suplexes off, do what he does, look good for about 35 seconds, have a couple of spots, and then get fucking pinned. Match would probably be 5 to 7 minutes long. Chad Gable is mid-card. He's a talented mid-card fucking guy. That's how they use him. So let's not play stupid. Do you fucking think John Cena would be defending his belt against fucking Vikingo? And this isn't a dig at Vikingo. This is the simple fact that nobody gives a fuck about Vikingo. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's a mid-card guy. AAA is treated like a mid-card company. TNA is treated like a fucking developmental. Let's say it like it is. That's what this is. Name one fucking person on that AAA roster that has the same type of fucking star power, or same type of, let's say it like this, the same type of notoriety as a John Cena or a CM Punk or a Seth Rollins. Name one person. A Kenny Omega, a Swerve Strickland, a Samoa Joe. Name one fucking person. A Bandito, a Chris Jericho, a John Moxley, a Shelton Benjamin, a MJF, a Bobby Lashley. Name one fucking, a Will Ospreay. Name one person. They don't have them. They have talent. But the way the talent is used is the problem. Overall, in America, now we got to listen to the same exact fucking commentators in the WWE that we've already known. And okay, whatever. We got to hear this because Lucha Libre style outside of the Latino community is not a big deal in America. It's really not. Therefore, when you have the wrestlers come to an AEW, to a WWE, to an MLW, whatever, the fans can get more into it in that sense as opposed to just an entire roster of Lucha Libre outside of Latinos. Do you understand what I'm saying? No different. Have you seen Japanese style wrestling all over the fucking TV stations and all that shit? No. Because outside of the Japanese culture is what I'm telling you. You don't fucking, it's different programming. It's a different type. It's just different. And then if someone is watching it in Spanish, nobody want to sit and watch like something that's active like that and have to try to read what's being said at the same time. And then two, the storylines are like, if you love storylines, you're not really going to like AAA. This is what I'm saying. So when they're over there, they think just seeing WWE star power is enough. This is what they think. See? Yeah, we'll send people from over here, from our little mid-card guys. We'll send them over there. And it's fucked up how they treat Chad Gable, but this is the role he accepted, and this is what they do with him. This is what they do with Chad Gable. Okay, well, you see, the WWE is more interested in people like fucking Iguana Man. These little stupid fucking gimmicks, silly ass characters, the Joe Hendrys of the world. This is what the fuck they've become. You know, Booker T said some shit the other day, man, that made me just shake my head, but I wasn't shocked. I was just like, yeah, you crystallized what I've been saying. They was talking about bringing Omos back, right? And it was like the reason why the WWE has not brought Omos back is because it's difficult to book him because he's so big. And he said, Booker T goes, yeah, I had that same problem with reality wrestling. Because it's like, if, a guy comes, he's just too big, it's like, I don't really know what to write for him. This shows you a lack of creativity. This shows you how sucky the mindset of these fucking people are in the WWE right now. These are the same people that will praise Andre the Giant, The Big Show, Kamala, Haystacks Calhoun, King Kong Bundy, Big John Studd. How? In the sweet fuck Elegante. So how in the sweet fuck do you praise these guys and then try to fool people to believe what you're giving them right now is how the fuck do you think WCW built Big Show? How was Andre the Giant? How was Kamala? How the fuck? How Yokozuna? So how in the fuck were they able to be in matches back in the day? You see what I'm telling you? Omos sucks because they don't know how to fucking book the big men anymore. I told y'all that. Not just big 400 or 500 pound, big strong 275. They don't know how to. They don't know how. Braun Strowman, 300 something pounds. They don't know how to book these guys. This is what I'm telling you. They lost the psychology and the art form. There was no. I remember Rey Mysterio talking about his match against Kevin Nash on one of the Nitros, and he was like, "Man, it was intimidating because it's like I got to hit and move, and I'm so damn small, and Kevin Nash is so tall." Like, all the moves he do, I'm like 10 feet in the air by the time I go up and then go back down. And it's like, so I got to hit fast and hard and move, and I can't stand there and try to go toe-to-toe with him. In this day and era and time, this is exactly my fucking point. You got these big jack dudes and then fight these little scrawny dudes that look like golfers and shit. It's like Pee Wee Herman or Mr. Rogers and they're beating up fucking Mr. T, man. Like, are you fucking shitting me? And they can't come up with something to write. They don't know how. They don't. Because this generation is a bunch of soft bitches. And even though Booker T come from those eras, he himself said he don't know what to write for big dudes like that. Because you guys have gotten lazy. And you have a certain fucking format that you follow. And this is exactly what I'm saying. There's no fucking all that extra meat and girth and muscle and shit. And the motherfucker slap you in the chest. You like you're 150 pounds. Are you shitting me? This is what I'm telling you. It's become lazy. And if you can't find something to write for these big dudes, then it's, you know what I'm saying? I'm not shocked by nothing he said. I already understand it. This is what I've been telling you guys. It's bullshit, man. And there's no reason that you should not be able to come up with something to write for these big dudes. So pretty much, let's think about what I've been saying all this time, right? And let's look at it for what it is. If I gave you a match between Omos, okay, who's another big dude, but much smaller than Omos. Okay, let's say I gave you a match between Roman Reigns and Omos. Roman Reigns, they got him booked at 260, 265. Omos is 450 pounds, whatever, 7 feet, whatever, 7 something. Okay, Roman Reigns isn't an Ultimate Warrior. He isn't a Goldberg. He isn't like Sting. He's not one of those wrestlers that like really show to be a powerful guy. We know that he has some type of power, but he's not like nobody. When you talk about the strongest dudes, nobody like really talks about Roman Reigns in that sense. It's just him overall, his overall package, which he's decent, okay, decent. But if I'm booking that match, first of all, Roman Reigns is gonna have to do his moves, get out the ring, get around, walk around. He's frustrated. He doesn't know how to get to Omos. Omos is gonna shove his little ass down a couple of times. Okay, he's gonna slide him across the fucking floor a couple of times. He's gonna, grab him, he can't get things going. This is where Paul Heyman, fat ass, out of shape ass, can't do anything anymore because he's too damn slow. Paul Heyman can't get up and down off the apron quick. He can't do what Bobby Heenan was doing, okay? But this is where your motherfucking manager is going to interfere to get distract Omos's attention, and this is where you're gonna come take his leg out and do something that you're gonna, you understand, low blow something. You're not going to be able to overpower Omos. You're not gonna go toe to toe with Omos. Everything has to be an advantage. Yeah, but every match, exactly, motherfucker. Yes, because there's nobody big enough to go toe to toe with them. So Omos is going to dominate. Omos is going to be one of those people. No, you're not going to stand there and go toe to toe, and then all of it. What's the purpose of, you got this big giant in here, and yet he's getting chopped down by guys more than half of his fucking size? You tell me that makes sense? That's why Omos sucked, because they didn't know how to build this big guy. They don't know how to do it. They don't. They truly don't. And the fact that they admitted this shit, they've gotten extremely lazy. Once again, they're giving you quantity, not quality. They're lazy with their storytelling. Their storytelling makes zero sense. They put no effort into making characters that stand out. They're making no effort, okay, whatsoever, of a character having certain abilities that others don't have, of a character being able to, like, you know how we complained about, like me personally, I don't want to see Professor Hulk anymore. We need World Breaker Hulk. We need the real Hulk. We need that Hulk that beat Abomination. We need that. We need the real Hulk. We need Hulk to do everything that Hulk does. And we need Hulk to really Hulk out. We don't fucking need funny Hulk. Much weaker Hulk. We don't need that Hulk. We don't need comedian Hulk. But this is what, Disney chooses to do with Marvel. This is the agreement, the bullshit they work out. Everything is funny. Nah, we don't want to see that bullshit. We want the real Hulk. We don't want to see fat, pudgy Thor, unsure about himself. No, we want to see Thor. We want to see the real. This is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. We don't want to see that. And in professional wrestling, it's like, okay, I get the funny stuff, the entertaining shit. No, I get all that. That's okay. But we need to have, like, I like how Powerhouse Hobbs, you can hit him with the chair and then all of a sudden, he don't feel it. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Let's just be real. In real fighting, 200 pounds and up is heavyweight. If you locked Powerhouse Hobbs and Adam Cole in a cage, you'd feel scared for Adam Cole, wouldn't you? Yeah, this is my point. So why is it when it comes to professional wrestling, there's no difference? There's an actual difference where, it's just level playing field where, like as if he's just as strong as Powerhouse Hobbs. He's just as powerful. He can do no. That motherfucker shouldn't be able to stand up there and fight with this. Powerhouse Hobbs should beat the fuck out of him. And if he out of nowhere comes with some stun move and get him and roll him up or whatever the fuck, there's no fucking way this should be a 50-50 match. I don't care how much experience he has. He's too fucking small, man. As big as Powerhouse Hobbs is, that's my point. He shouldn't be able to stand there with Omos to the point where Omos is looking like his height and size is nothing. But guys like the Ultimate Warrior, the Stings of the world, the big muscle, the Goldbergs, they can go with these big guys because it's storytelling. It's real life superheroes. Yes. You understand what I'm saying? Those guys are the exception to the rule where they can do physically power moves, and especially if he can hoist them up and body slam them, that always gets the crowd going. You can slam somebody that big or German suplex them or something of that matter. But that's what I'm saying. Guys that have the power to go in there and pull moves off that the Adam Coles can't, the Will Ospreys can't. No, the CM Punks and the Seth Rollins can't. You can't put these dudes in the fucking ring with somebody that big, man. And all of a sudden they walk out slapping Omos in the ass, telling them, keep trying, man. You'll get there one day. No. No. Remember when Hook was like that dude and Hook was choking everybody out. And remember that one time they showed like after the show went off the air and CM Punk was in the ring talking shit, and then Hook's music hit and CM Punk was like, oh my god, like he was scared. Okay, this is what I'm saying. But look how small fucking Hook is. Hook can't be no more than 180 pounds, man. 180, maybe 85 pounds. You understand what I'm saying? Now you mean to tell me that Hook can do that, but a guy like Omos can't? Now, a guy like Satnam Singh, who we know is very green, hasn't been wrestling for a long time. I've been seeing him on Ring of Honor, and I've been seeing him in the ring with guys where they're trying to do moves, and their moves are not really affecting him at all and stuff like that. These things have to be played out in the ring. Otherwise, what is your character? Why are you just that big for nothing? That's like a dude being imagine a 7-foot guy playing basketball, and this motherfucker playing against somebody 6'4", 6'3", and you out here trying to take 3-point shots. You're not playing in the paint like you're supposed to. You're trying to play with finesse instead of playing like a big man. You're the immovable object. Why is it that every fucking match Nia Jax's in, she's the immovable object? But yet these little ass women is expected to be able to go in there and fight men and do better against men than they do against Nia Jax? And this is what I'm telling you guys, man. Your WWE creative team is bullshit. They had a team of writers at one point where they talked about how these motherfuckers didn't know shit about wrestling. They would just had to learn who the roster was. I guess show them videos of who was who and what they wanted for that person, and they would come up with bullshit. The writing has sucked for a long time. So even for you guys, that was like, last year, the storytelling was great. It was magnificent. No, it wasn't. Not to me, it wasn't. It was better than this year for sure. But it had better moments. But there was nothing about The Rock didn't do shit but, yo, look at you now. And slam a motherfucker into a damn truck. Slam a, look at you now. What was he doing? Just talking shit back and forth. Cody Rhodes slapped the fuck out of him. He slapped Cody. I mean, it had drama. It has, but the match wasn't shit to fucking really. It was better than this year for sure. But I sit there and I watch that, and I remember Bully Ray said, you know, the funny thing is when you see Roman Reigns and all these guys, he said, man, honestly, The Rock looks like a grown man, and everybody else just looks like a child around him. And I said, oh, yeah, we finally agree on something. Because Bully Ray be saying some outlandish shit. Like, he just say out of nowhere. It's like, what the fuck are you watching, Bully? Remember, I said that shit before Bully Ray said that shit. I said these guys are like a bunch of little boys and little girls. They don't act like grown men and women. And when The Rock was with them, I said the same shit. I said he's like a grown man leading a bunch of children around. Everything about them. So, yeah, all of this shit that you guys are talking about, and again, that same shit you're talking about didn't get more ratings. It didn't make the ratings go up. They still was doing that 3.2, 3.4. This is exactly what I'm talking about. 2.9, 2.8. So where was... You guys make it seem like... This is why I say when you guys have these unrealistic expectations. When you talk about a product like, it was great when they did this and that. Okay, but they still wasn't close to that 5.9 that they pulled on Netflix. The debut on Netflix. They still was 3 point something, 2 point something. They were still doing the same numbers. So where was all of this? Why didn't it carry over, right? Okay. The debut of Netflix just go to show you, I'm telling you, everybody want to feel like they're part of something big, and they thought this debut was going to be something special. Let's see what's going on, right? And look how it dropped off drastically from the second week on up to now. And now you got fucking SmackDown doing 1 point somethings. I posted that shit too, because I want people to understand the truth. You guys should not like to be lied to. And the fact that you continue to show support for people that don't give a fuck about you, this motherfucker's in there lying to you, man. Lying to you. And you know he's lying. But you want to call him out, but still like, nah. You see, I would be in full support of AEW. Because you get to see more wrestling. But you guys are so stupid. Yo, but they don't have story. Yeah, they do. Shut the fuck up, bitch. They do. They always have had stories. They just didn't harp on them the way WWE does. Because it's more, they had more of a sporty approach, if you remember. And this is one of the things I always said AEW need to continue to have is a win-loss record. WWE has copied all that shit. Notice on their fucking pay-per-views, they'll put the win-loss record up and who, yeah. Where'd they get that from? And the thing is, of course, you have an overall match record, but every year it resets. And so, depending on how your year is going, yeah, that determines a lot. And this is what I'm saying, man. It gives it a different feel, a more fresh feel, because it's a restart. Just like every fucking year, basketball, you start from zero. Yeah, they know how many games or franchises won. Yeah, they know all of that. But every year you start from scratch, and they need to see. That's what I'm saying with AEW. They had more of a sporty approach, and they have a more hard-hitting wrestling style overall, which the WWE fans have gotten away from, man. The WWE and its fans have gotten away from a long time ago. And so, yeah, man, for this motherfucker to sit here and lie to you guys, and they had that event in a half-empty building, and he lied to you about truth and everything. That dude is, Triple H, all these motherfuckers, they're a bunch of liars, man. They're a bunch of liars. But you guys don't care. So, yeah, they're going to continue to lie to you because you're stupid like that. They gave you this garbage-ass pay-per-view. Best thing came out of it was Naomi finally getting some kind of just due. Like I said, don't know what this means for Jade Cargill going forward, whatever. But it's garbage what they gave you. This pay-per-view was bullshit. And I know you must feel really stupid. And especially when you're making comments talking about AEW fighting in front of fucking empty crowds. Really? Not anymore. Because they smartened up. And I said this shit a long time ago. The same thing when TNA was 4,000 or 5,000 people in the building. Why the fuck you getting 15,000 seat arenas, man? Get an arena that can hold the amount of people that you draw each year. Stop like each episode. So yeah. Now run and brag about how fucking WWE was in front of a empty fucking crowd at Money in the Bank. And I told you guys, they cannot block AEW. This is evidence. You guys think, and this is what the WWE thinks. Anything with our name on it is going to sell. Didn't you hear the motherfucker say they struggled to sell tickets at Elimination Chamber? Then all of a sudden, y'all want to believe because The Rock came back, 10,000 tickets were sold like that because the fucking, are you stupid, man? Are you stupid or are you dumb? They lie to you about shit. And you saw with your own two eyes a half-empty building. Yeah, but y'all think this is the company that's going to block AEW. No, the writers and everybody that sucked the ass of WWE is because they want to be able to get exclusive interviews. They don't want to say the truth and say things and then they get, nah, we're not talking to you. We won't give you an interview. Trust me, these people know better, man. Some of them are just stuck on stupid, but they know. AEW's audience isn't going anywhere because of anything that the WWE is doing. And they see this shit. AEW didn't have an event going on the other day. So where was these people that was supposed to be at Money in the Bank? They can't stop AEW. They can't do shit. So all that trying to throw shows the same time, the same weekend and all that, you do that. You keep, instead of giving you guys better product, instead of putting this effort into better writing, treating their fucking wrestlers better, treating the audience better, being respectful and honest. No, let's just try to block AEW. Let's go buy up AAA. Let's do all these things to try to, just and find a way to use it against AEW. And you're so focused on AEW. You know how back in the day, I remember they had this commercial. This is what this shit reminds me of, right? It wasn't a commercial. It was a video where this black guy goes in the store, right? So in the video, the owners are white and they're racist as fuck, right? So everywhere some of y'all might remember it. Everywhere the black guy goes, one of the workers are there pretending that they're dusting shells or just arranging stuff. They keep cutting their eye. Black dude look. By the third aisle, he just shook his head. If y'all remember, y'all know. And he just, wow. And meantime, while they're watching the black guy, You got the white guy, two of them others, they're stealing, and they just walk about the store. And they never saw them. And when the black guy goes to pay, he goes, hey, listen, just for the record, he pulls out 2 big knots of money and says, I don't have to steal anything. Anything I want, I can pay for. You have a nice day. And the workers are just with this stupid look on their face. Now, point is, you're so busy watching one person for the wrong things that the people that you think you can trust are the ones stabbing you in the back and stealing from you. For whatever reason, y'all look at AEW and want to play this pick a side bullshit. That's on you. But I know for me, professional wrestling, it's like anything. I like the variation. I like to see things being done differently. And I know damn well that when it comes to watching a fucking show, I expect the shows to feel and look different. And also, I appreciate that. For some reason, you guys just have this pick a side, I hate AEW. And you sound stupid, really. You really do. You hate something instead of just not watching it. And that's the problem. You watch it, but you hate it. You hate yourselves. You really do. You hate your fucking selves. WWE, I mean, desperate times, man. You guys are sitting here arguing about Triple H and The Rock and who's this, and in 18 months his job is going to be gone, and he's all this goofy shit. I'll say this. Whatever happens to the WWE, I really don't give a fuck, whether they succeed or whether they fail. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because they don't give a fuck. They want to see anything, anybody, any company seen as a threat fail because they don't want the competition. Unlike the bullshit garbage that they've been feeding you, or they like competition, it's healthy. No, they don't see it that way. They show you they don't like competition at all. Vince McMahon bragged and lied about use it in a storyline. Now here is professional wrestling, the genre that you claim you love, but you single-handedly crush WCW. Right? The fact that you even put that as a storyline. Look at where you are. Look at you now. And look at right now. So all these desperate attempts and people making videos about Vince McMahon creating some company and trying to buy back WWE and all this other goofy shit. Shane McMahon just did a video and said that, at least he claimed that wasn't true. And he also said that when he met with, and now mind you, when he said they, I'm like, who are they? Because we only saw Shane, right? But he said that they, when they visited with Tony, it was just, he was wished them to continue success and what they've been doing so far and everything and this and that. That's what came out of his mouth. Now, if he was lying, just say, because say for some reason he's going to make some shocking appearance and whatever, right? Because he kept saying anything is possible, right? Okay, whatever. But I'm going to tell you something, though. How you handle things is one thing. But a liar, I just can't fuck with people that make up lies, man. I just have a thing about you motherfuckers, man, because for one, I know I can't trust you. And what would make me think you wouldn't lie to me? But trying to keep something secret because it's going to be, I feel like if Shane hasn't done anything by now, he won't. I just don't see the point. I really don't. So the fact that that picture was, sent out and people saw it and then, okay, whatever, man. I don't really care. I really don't even care, man. And the fact you guys are such fools that you guys are talking about, people started making videos talking about Shane McMahon is going to buy AEW. Like, motherfucker, first of all, what are you going to extort Tony Khan? Are you going to make him sell the company? Where the fuck did this come from? Shane McMahon's not a fucking billionaire. What the fuck does he financially have to offer fucking Tony Khan? And Tony Khan's going to sell his company? What do you guys believe anything, man? You believe the dumbest shit. And if you believe that this shit with R-Truth was a work, you're a bigger fool than they take you for. And I know that in terms of Tony Khan with this, like him with All In coming out and everything that they're doing, and it's slowly now we got the 3 confirmed matches for sure, and going for he's trying to make sure that he stacked this card with nothing but like the top level shit. And then you fools that'll come in for 50 fucking bucks. You guys will order it on Prime or whatever source you watch it on. And, oh man, I just think it's just too low. Like it's like you gotta just find something to bitch about, something to complain about. But I tell y'all what, I made this video long as fuck on purpose. Because anytime I do it, sometimes I want to cut them short, but it's like, fuck it, let me just keep going. Because I don't want to make separate videos where I'm really saying the same shit, because this right here is garbage. And I want to get this shit out. It's garbage. To be lied to be lied on, to be mistreated, and then you guys sit back and treat it as if it's just human. Well, you know, nobody's perfect or whatever. Like, no, you like to be lied to? R-Truth told you the truth. And if you give a fuck about him so much, now we'll see where this shit goes. I really don't personally care. But whatever happens if WWE made it, good, cool. If they fail and they flopped and folded, cool. Because they try to do the same shit to other companies. And the fact that I blame these wrestlers, because you guys know what's at stake. If there's no AEW, you motherfuckers have nowhere else to go. Everything has to be independent circuits or out the country. They don't want to have to do that shit. And that will prevent people from becoming professional wrestlers, because you think about it, 6 years ago, there was no AEW. So think of all the AEW fans that's used to being an AEW and a WWE. Think about how many fucking wrestlers out there looking right now knowing I can either wind up going to AEW or WWE, right? Now, if there was no AEW, would you have that? No, not at all. If it wasn't for AEW, CM Punk is still retired right now. If there wasn't AEW, Cody Rhodes not in the WWE right now. So all of these different things, all of these different people, where would all these wrestlers that WWE released, where would they go? All the people that went to the AEW, where would they have went? And so my thing is, wrestling is wrestling, man. You know, whether you like something better than the other, whatever, but all this hatred and shit, nah. It's like, so I don't have remorse for people that want to spitefully and try to, like, you know, you're trying to take jobs away from people. You want to see a company fail so you can make this, you know, bullshit claim or want people to think that it's because of your product. It was so superior that you did this and that, and you caused them to. Nah, you know, I know, sitting in that half empty building, I know I know there was wrestlers coming out looking around like, what the fuck? What? This ain't no house show. This is fucking Money in the Bank. I'm pretty sure they looked around like, damn, where the fuck everybody at? Yeah. So the Seth Rollins and anybody, Roman Reigns, anybody else in WWE that want to sit and talk shit about who's who and who's what and what company is what. Yeah, now you guys just had a fucking pay-per-view. Not a Monday Night Raw, not a SmackDown, not an NXT. You had a Money in the Bank pay-per-view with a half fucking empty building. And all of this trying to block AEW. You see how shit backfired? Yeah, Karma's a gray-haired old bitch, isn't she? I told you guys, man. I don't give a fuck about people like that. So whatever happens, happens. And all you motherfuckers that know that you got opportunity to go to AEW, but you keep leaving WWE, whether you're fired or whether you leave on your own with this bullshit about, well, I'm open to going back. You always say the same shit. You always say the same shit. And as long as you're let the WWE know, even if you feel that way, stop saying it. Because all you're letting them, like I said, I got this bitch. Give it 2-3 years. She'll be right back. As soon as you give it that, yeah, whatever. That's what you motherfuckers do. I remember when Ty Mello, like I said, I think AEW fans know she had a baby, her and Sammy Guevara. And we also know that Ruby Soho, same thing. WWE fans that don't even understand what's going on be running their mouth. Because I saw so many people that was talking about how Ty Mello was coming back to WWE because, you know, look, Sammy came back already and blah, 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 and this and that. So, you know, she going to come back too because this and this and that. But she going to go to WWE because I'm just sitting up here like, where do y'all even get this shit from, man? It's just something about y'all. It's something about that. I don't understand how human beings are so full of hatred. This is exactly why a lot of us don't have a problem. I saw a guy. I'm going off topic, and I'm getting ready to shut this video. I saw a guy the other day. This motherfucker made a video about the Switch, about AEW Fight Forever on the Switch 2. This was like one of the dumbest fucking videos I've ever seen. Why? The Switch 2 is new. AEW Fight Forever has not announced anything about when and if their updates are going to come. We just have Tony Khan telling us they don't have a new game, anything like in the works right now. For the foreseeable future, they're going to update Fight Forever, right? And keep that game as updated as possible, right? That's what Tony Khan said. This dude makes a video talking about Fight Forever being on the Switch 2. Then he's going through it like, well, he didn't change anything. It's the same game. I wouldn't recommend it. I think I'll just wait for like Ultra Pro or whatever or something because, or 2K26 because, this is pretty much the same game. Motherfucker, Tony Khan don't work for Nintendo. What the fuck does the fact that you went and looked for it? You made a video just to take shots at Fight Forever because it's the same game. Duh, motherfucker. Then he goes, the game it's not even the complete game. Motherfucker, because you gotta buy the bundles. You choose either you buy this, they got this season, they got the full game, or you buy the basic one. What the fuck do you... So wait, so did you think that somehow, secretly, AEW Games made a complete version with updates and everything just for the Switch 2? But nobody is supposed to know about it except for you somehow. So how did you even come to that conclusion that you should make a video about Fight Forever, nothing being new? Because basically, I guess with the graphics card and everything, the graphics were upscaled so it looks a lot better than it did on the Switch 1. But it's the same game overall. Like, duh. Like, what was the purpose of this video? Then when I realized who it was, oh, this is one of those dudes that keep glazing fucking Ultra Pro as well. Okay, I see. But do you understand my point? This motherfucker went out of his way to make a video talking shit about AEW Fight Forever as if you heard something like there was some new news about it. There was no new news. Yes, it's available for the fucking Switch 2. And you're going to say, but you see my point? I wouldn't recommend it. If it was me, I wouldn't buy it for the Switch 2. Who the fuck are you to tell somebody what they should or shouldn't buy? I tell people, like, plain and simple. I don't have a lot of, like, man, look, once in a while, I'll let me just play 2K. Man, when you start playing that game, it's just not fun to me, man. The way the game plays and everything is just not fun. The blocking system, the reversal, I got to be, watching for a box on the screen. With Fight Forever, I don't have to even wait for that little flash that lets you know that I just time it. I've never told nobody, you shouldn't buy Fight Forever. I tell you some fucking, 2K. I tell you some fucking fools because y'all keep complaining about 2K, but then you go out and spend $130. They're still selling 2K20 fucking for $120. Yeah, so you're damn fools because you're complaining. You're saying the story isn't compelling. Bro, it's only a year. How much? They keep giving you the same game. 25, they just added the island and so you just running around, all this other shit. But bottom line, what I'm saying, for me, I don't buy it. I've never told you guys, you shouldn't buy it. I'm telling you, no, I think you're stupid for buying the same game over and over and then complaining about it. You're the fucking ones complaining. If you like the motherfucker, then you like it, whatever. But for me, and you talk about AEW's overpricing the game, and man, you guys think, who the fuck you think want to work for free? You don't have to buy it. Same thing. But then you keep spending your money every fucking year buying a new version of 2K. Yet you keep getting the same fucking game. Once they change the engine and they change things around, you're going to get that same game for about 4 or 5 years before they switch. That's how it's been. And then what? You just keep buying the same shit. That my fashion and whatever the career mode, that it's not enough for me to just want to just keep buying that shit. And that's why I told you guys, it's fun for me, man. When I'm playing the game itself, it plays more like a fighting game, man, than it does a wrestling game. And it just, I prefer to watch. That's why, y'all, when I record myself with 2K, I'm usually watching it instead of playing it. It's really just not that fun when you're playing it. It's really not. Customizing shit, creating people and all that is cool. You know, creating your arenas, but when you start to play the motherfucker, it's just like the game is, I just don't feel it. I just don't feel it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my thing. But you've never heard me come and tell nobody you shouldn't buy 2K. You buy what the fuck you want to buy. But this dude sat here and said, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't buy it. To me, I just wait for Ultra Pro because it's just the same game. As if you was told something different just because the Switch 2 came out. Now, Tony Khan and AEW Games are making an announcement that updates are coming, new arenas, more wrestlers, more to all that shit. Then you're going to feel like a real stupid asshole, aren't you? But once again, you know, match types and everything, right? But you'll still find something to bitch about. And then when Ultra Pro finally comes out and you motherfuckers start playing it and realize how there's no Elimination Chamber, there's no Hell in a Cell, there's no ambulance match, there's no Roman Reigns, there's no Jey Uso, nope, there's no Io Sky, no, there's no WWE roster, no, there's no create a kit, do it yourself where you can create Roman Reigns and all them. Oh, this game is gonna suck. Oh man, you start from back in the 80s and shit and work it, man. Who cares about that? Oh, this shit old, man. This is like some retro shit. Oh, I can already hear the fucking comments. I can already hear the graphics, yo. Why this shit don't look like? Because I can tell you graphically that shit don't look better than Fight Forever. I already saw the graphics. And this is an independent, not a AA or AAA studio. This is an independent game. If you play Ultra Pro on the it's the same. The people are going to complain about the graphics. They're going to complain about how different it is from 2K. How it doesn't remind you of anything that the WWE is doing. And they're going to make all types of complaints about it. And I can tell you what's going to suck too. Because whatever match types wasn't available in the 80s, you won't be able to play. The 90s, pretty much, you know, I don't know. Are we going to have barbed wire matches? Exploding barbed wire matches? Are you going to have, probably going to have cage match? Are you going to have, probably going to have tornado match? Like the standard shit that, yes, AEW Fight Forever should have included themselves. But you'll probably have that. But what type of match types are you going to have? That's like hardcore. That's like something that's really going to make you like, what? There'll probably be no barbed wire match. I don't even know if there's going to be blood in the game. There'll probably be no exploding barbed wire match. You understand what I'm saying? There'll probably be none of that. I gave you some ideas before about what I think a person should like something like what I would create in the game and how I would do it in one of my last videos. But bottom line, I don't think you're going to see all that. But bottom line is you have a guy sitting up here fucking making a video about a game. Talk about it's the same, yeah, motherfucker, it's the same fucking game. Okay, so I have a fucking Xbox that I play it on, right? My Series X, I play it on my fucking Switch 1. So if I decide to buy a fucking PS5, I'm gonna sit here and then buy it for the PS5 too, and then go, guys, I wouldn't suggest you buy a PS5 because it's the same fucking game. I don't think you should buy it for the PS5. It's the same game. They didn't add anything different. They did like you. Are you that dumb? It's going to be the same for every system, motherfucker. What are you talking about? Like, I don't know. I just don't understand all of the AEW hate. I don't care to understand it. It doesn't bother me personally. I don't understand. People hate good things, great things, things that's meant for you to enjoy. But they embrace racism, hatred. They embrace prejudice. Freedom of speech when you want to fucking, spew hate and nonsense and wind up getting somebody to break both sides of your fucking jaw. That they embrace that shit though. And then play the victim when nobody don't want to put up with your shit. But it is what it is, y'all. Anyway, empty fucking or half empty arena. The motherfucker that lied to you about the sellout crowd, lied to you about R-Truth, told you to fuck off. You guys were called fucking immature as fuck, which you are, and you guys are said to not have any lives, which most of you don't. All of you that act that way, you don't. But yet, you have a company. These wrestlers have somewhere else to go. Yet, the possibility of running back is based on what? It's based on what? Now, if you're in AEW and Tony has nothing for you, creative, okay, and WWE calls you back and they're promising you a better spot or whatever, you feel like, okay, cool. But if you're being treated good on top of that, and you're in the mix of it, and you jump up and run simply because it's the WWE, you're a fucking fool. And you get whatever you deserve. And I guarantee you, when that fucking Money in the Bank pay-per-view was half empty, Nick Khan, Triple H, everybody involved, I guarantee you, they was like, yo, what the fuck? Now, laugh at that. Empty fucking half empty building and shit. But this motherfucker's lying to you guys and you're eating it up. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys right now. I'll catch you guys on the next video.